she held them off. And Zoostar, believe it or not, side 1, 2 and 3. Sunlight winning the Coolmore stud. The $1 million up the straight 1,200-metre race for the 3-year-olds today. What a filly she is. Magic Millions Classic, Coolmore stud. Let's go to you, Chris Simons, behind the barrier for the Empire Rose.
Thanks, Bruce. I'm with Michael D. Michael, this is the first time you've been on Seabrook's back. You've drawn barrier 5. How do you go into the race?
Yeah, look, I'm quietly confident, especially with the 50 kilos on her back and the good draw, so we should be able to posse up nicely in the run and hopefully be travelling well on the turn and be looking to get in clear air.
Well, good luck, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
So she's one of a quartet of 3-year-old fillies, Jared, that I reckon have all got a big chance, and I'm wondering if a filly is the hot horse from the tab.
Yeah, it is Fundamentalist, Bruce. Fascinating move, $31 into 11. It's held that quote for about 10 minutes.
Australia's leading trainer Chris Waller joins me. Chris, you'd love to get another win in the races at the mile today. Who's the best of your mares?
I like Shillelagh. She's proven at the distance where Invincibella hasn't quite got there. So Shillelagh won on this race last year, a Group 1 race. The Kennedy Mile beat the boys, but today she's carrying a bit more weight against her own sex. So still a slight leaning towards her, but I don't care if I'm wrong.
And I'm sure the weight wouldn't worry Invincibella, because she's a big girl.
Yeah, and she's been a model of consistency, and she loves Flemington. So her run was good at Caulfield, but getting back here, we saw her win on Turnbull Stakes Day, and yeah, certain horses for courses, and I'm leaning, or hoping that's the case with Invincibella.
I know it's a busy day, mate. I'll let you go. Great to see you.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Chris has won this race with a terrific mare called Red Tracer in 2013. She was Ms. Consistency, wasn't she?
She was. I think she liked the wet track too.
Yeah, look, she was a terrific horse. She'd come off winning the Tristark, which is one of the races that feeds into this, the race that Shilmuk won at Caulfield, but more pressure. I look at this field, and I think this is one of the best Empire Rose fields I've seen in a long time, because you've got strength at the top and a lot of strength at the bottom.
No, absolutely. You could give a chance to so many of them in this field, and I've gone for one of the 3-year-olds in the field who I think just could have that edge of class. And I spoke to Tony McAvoy briefly about Uhud, and he said that she just needs to improve her racing manners. She can be a bit slow away from the barriers, which has often put her in a bad position, such as last time in the Caulfield Guineas. I
don't like her inside draw today. I mean, I like her. I don't say she can't win, but I would prefer she'd drawn out because of her style of racing.
I think it depends a bit on pace too, and I think Amphitrite's chances do depend on pace. Slow pace will not suit her either.
No, I agree. She wants a hard mile. She won the mile here and there with Manifold and the 1,000, but she wants a fast pace, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think she does, and they decided to come for this race instead of the Wakeful, because Darren Weir had very elegant in that race. But it'd be interesting to see what they do with Amphitrite going on from here.
And Shillelagh's interesting because she won against the boys last year in the mile coming up later, but been going against the boys in the Epsom and also the Toorak, comes back against the mares and fillies today.
Yeah, it's almost a kind of, not a drop in grey, but it's...
Slightly, you would think, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
oh, maybe a fraction.
And Alois is the other one that's interesting. Is she kind of coming back into form or not? She didn't look quite tight enough behind the saddle for me today.
Okay, because this time last year, both you and I thought she was the next big thing, didn't we? Yeah.
We did.
A bit like Amphitrite is now.
Yeah, no, agreed. The way she won that vase, it was amazing at Moonee Valley. Here's Matt Hill for his call of the Empire Rose.
For the Empire Rose Stakes.
There you go, Craig.
Set to gallop. All clear given, and the big field away. Eckstein on the inside, one of the better ones to begin with. Shimuk as Temple of Bell drops out to the end. Fundamentalist showing speed from the deepest, charging over as well. Also probing up on the inside is Eckstein, so the leader is Shimuk from Fundamentalist and also Eckstein, and they were followed by I Am a Star, Bella Martini, Hood and Seabrook. A length away, Invincible Gem, and next in the field is Amphitrite, Bring Me Roses, Aloysia, and then came along the inside Shillelagh from Invincibella. Well back in the field then is Cadnedna, La Bella Diosa and Temple of Bell. So the leader is Shimuk at the 1,000 metres by 3/4 of a length. Two on the outside, Fundamentalist. 2 lengths to Eckstein, who is third the inside of I Am a Star. Bella Martini in fifth. The Hood next the inside from Seabrook, and Invincible Gem, a length and a half, Amphitrite, who's about ninth, bailed away on the inside of Bring Me Roses. Aloysia's 3 back on the 3 wide train from Shillelagh, Invincibella, Cadnedna. Then La Bella Diosa and Temple of Bell is at the end of the field. Around the turn in the Group 1, 500 to go. Shamook Fundamentalist out 3 deep. I Am a Star. Bella Martini 4 deep. A Hood is poised behind those horses, needing some luck from Invincible Gem. And then Seabrook, and next Bring Me Roses. Amphitrite's trying to get through the pack. Shamook Fundamentalist at the 250 with I Am a Star. Bella Martini. A Hood's desperately trying to get a run. Seabrook, Shillelagh's weaving through too. Right across the track, Fundamentalist with Shillelagh up on the inside. Then Bella Martini. Shillelagh blew the whistle, drove through, and Shillelagh too good. Won it by a length and a quarter. Fundamentalist or Bring Me Roses. Then a wall. Bella Martini was prominent with also their Seabrook Invincible Gem. Next in the field was Invincibella, Extine or Hood, Temple of Bell. Behind those, Canedna, Amphitrite, Shamook, then Aloysia, La Bella Diosa, I Am a Star dropped out.
Well, flashing run. She won on this day last year. She won the Kennedy Mile, and James McDonald's had some tough times on Derby Day. He's had one win, 8 seconds and 8 thirds, but oh, what a ride.
Oh, it was a phenomenal ride. However, Amphitrite, who has gone to the line, just full of running, could have had that run and ended up coming out wide looking for one, never got one. And Shillelagh just sat behind, looked to the inside. You see her back there with the white cap and the yellow sleeves. She's nowhere to go now, but the run comes, and here she comes.
Oh, yeah, look at the mixed fortunes. Amphitrite, meanwhile, is getting blocked behind a wall of horses, while Shillelagh manages to sneak up through the rail there. And funny enough, she was drawn in 10. Now, would you believe that's the 4th time in the last 4 years the barrier 10 has provided the winner, even though it didn't look likely for a long time. And look how bunched they've finished.
There'll be a lot of hard luck stories.
We didn't think there was much between these fillies beforehand, and actually the result has proven that.
No, there'll be a lot of hard luck stories in this race because Amphitrite will be one, but there'll be others as well.
There will, and yet the winner was so impressive. I mean, because when she got through, she absolutely blew them away. This is a big sprint, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean, we always knew that she had pretty explosive speed on her day. She has been running in higher grade races. Back against mares, she's just too strong for them, but she did need luck to do it.
No, you're spot on. Bring Me Roses just loves this track. She's had some super runs here. Here's Chris Simons with James McDonald. What a ride.
Well, James McDonald, you always put yourself down, but I tell you what, you gave this horse the peach.
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of credit for that one, but it's great how it all worked out. She travelled so beautifully in behind them, and it's probably fifth back the fence, and I had to get a little bit of luck throughout the run, and she got that and she burst through, and I was on the right horse, well trained, peaked for perfection.
Well done, mate. And you've got an exciting week.
Too.
Kiwi connections. Yeah. Any Cheerios?
Kiwi trainer, Kiwi jockey, Kiwi owners. What better than that?
And you're going to be back here on Tuesday. You've got some prime rides, and you're riding a pretty good one in the Melbourne Cup, I hear.
Yeah, he's all right. Hopefully he gets around safely, and the form's frank from today, so yeah, we're tickled pink.
Oh, well done, James. Probably talk to you later.
Love it.
James McDonald, the winning rider. Chris Waller, the winning trainer. As James just said, New Zealand ridden, New Zealand trained, New Zealand owned. That'll give you a lot of satisfaction.
Yeah, but I'm half Australian now, I guess.
We claim you. Don't worry about that. You're our far lap.
No, we're very proud of the New Zealand heritage, obviously. Yeah, it was a good win, and I can't wait to see it on the helicopter view. It must have been some brave ride to get through there. James just went back and bided his time, and I just closed my eyes at the 300 metre mark, hoping for the best, and the best came. So that's racing. It can deliver you some highs and lows. I've been the biggest sook of all today, running a couple of seconds, thought it was the end of the world on the back of last week, and then 30 minutes later you're winning a Group 1 race. So I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am with beautiful horses, good staff, and I thank all the people that follow racing.
You're entitled to have a few flat moments after a massive highlight last week, so this will just surely put a bit of pep in the step.
Yeah, it certainly does. The last week's been amazing, and you're sort of walking around on cloud 9, trying to stay focused for such a big race day like Derby Day today and the Cup on Tuesday, but what a great sport we're involved in.
Thanks, Farlap.
Thanks.
Good on you, Richard. Do you know it's the 7th consecutive year that Chris has had a winner on Derby Day? Now, all our records show ago. James Scobie did that about 100 years ago. Colin Hayes at 8 is the only one that's had more consecutive years. He's had a winner on Derby Day for now the last 7 years.
And there's 9 races on Derby Day this year, but sometimes there's been 10. But that's not a very big window of races to win a race.
Well, in the history of Derby Day, which goes back to, you know, sort of the 1870s when the first Derby Day properly happened, he's won 7 in a row, and only one bloke we believe has done more than that, Colin Hayes. Haim, you like all that, I think, but you've got a story that we all like.